Hello again. Thank you for something. I don't know. I was going to thank you for, but I don't know what to thank you for because there's not much. Because I mean, nobody really watches these videos in the first place, or what? So thanks for seeing this if you do. Oh, but that's blah blah blah. That's whatever. So yesterday was Memorial Day. Wasn't that good? Like, besides the picnic, which I mentioned in yesterday's video, which was very fun. I enjoyed that. Oh, like besides that, pretty bad day to be honest. Like not in like a bad day isn't like oh it wasn't like fun or whatever. Oh, but just like oh, okay. Let me explain like what I mean. Oh, basically, I was just playing video games like all day. Like I played classic. Oh, I was playing Civ 6. I was playing the. I was playing Lego Batman. Well, I was playing Planet Coaster, for a bit, but uh, it wasn't that fun to be honest. Like I like it, uh, but I'm still kind of learning Planet Coaster and whatnot. So like Planet Coaster is like a very fun game, but the problem with Planet Coaster is a lot of like the fact that you have to do like all the designing, all the like scenery and whatnot, and I just haven't really gotten to like really master that stuff like I want to. I really would love to do something like that, like make a full park, and that's what like my like because I've mentioned that I would oh oh that I would make like at some point it would be like Planet Coaster and Chill, similar to what this stuff is. But I mean, we'll see. Oh, one of the things that so I'll talk because I'm a big fan of like indie animation and like glitch productions and whatnot. So I people are hating on glitch productions for like 1,000 things. One is about the Gooseworks and her comments about the leak to the Digital Circus episode 9. Um, one of them, a bunch of things about Gamer Force, which was a great pilot. I don't know why people are talking about it, and people are like, oh, glitches and indie are, oh, it's first of all, define how big does a studio have to be to not be indie? Because to my knowledge, like the people who made Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, they're indie, and they were a pretty large studio. I thought they had a large group of people working on that game. Same with like Mob Entertainment, like just the company itself is pretty large, and it's still considered indie to my knowledge. So I don't quite get the whole or is Steelwolf Studios a FNAF indie? Because that's a pretty large studio making these games. But I feel like if you ask people, FNAF is still an indie. So, like, that's my first comment about the complaints about Glitch not being indie is I don't think it's indie just because you have to define, like, how big does this thing have to be to not be indie? Like, because it's like Terraria's indie, and Real Logic's a pretty large studio at this point. And yet people are all are crazy about this whole like the game not being indie, and I'm just like Glitch not being indie, and I don't get it. My second point on this is why are we mad? Isn't the goal for Glitch to not be indie? Isn't that the plan? Isn't that the dream? Is for the fact that Glitch, this amazing indie studio, to rise to the ranks of the size of DreamWorks and Disney, and be an actual rival and competitor. Because if they're making these indie shows and being able to produce them on large scales, getting extremely popular, having big budgets, and being extremely well made quality wise, then it would force the other animation studios to work even harder to make quality content. So why are we mad at Glitch for something that I don't even think they're uh has happened yet? But like, why are we so mad at Glitch Productions? Because I want them to become as the size of DreamWorks. Like, some might disagree and be like, oh, they'll become greedy and whatnot. And that's possible. But uh, I at least hope that they don't. That they stay a great company, and they currently still seem to be. Like, they solve almost every dispute. They keep they show that they are much more supportive of creators, fans, all that stuff. And we don't show them like the generosity that they probably deserve. Like, we don't show them that their generosity is deserved. That's what I was trying to like. That's what I was trying to say, but just didn't get didn't get that quite across. So those are kind of my complaints about the whole glitch drama, you know. Oh, very much just I don't get it. Like, I don't know. What? Why are we? There we go. Oh, I gotta talk about my bone to pick with Civ 6 as well. And it's not like a bad thing with Civ 6. Like I like Civ 6. I think it's a great game. The problem is it is a terrible game at making you lose track of time. Because like last time I checked the time, it was like, oh, it's like 9:30 or whatever, and I was like, okay, I'll be done in like 30 minutes. The next time I checked, it was 10:30. And that's about, and I was like, oh, I was trying to go to bed like 30 minutes ago. Oh no. Never have more than 50. I almost put a Grave Buster in. That would have been very funny. Now, Let me get this. I need. I really just need. I may maybe made a bad mistake for at least the early game. I can't. Just. Okay, we might be able to survive this. Okay. Now we can kind of see what to do. I think laser beam. Like, also, can I just ask, like, when is Indigo Park Chapter 2 coming out? I was told it was going to release about a year and a half after the Chapter 1. It's over 2 years now. And there's still no release date. Just give me a date. We're gonna try to... I think I've got... I think I've got a strand. Oh, so just like... I should probably say something along the lines of like, you know, because again, I'll eventually at some point, I'll be like, oh, I want to, do some different videos, other than this. I just like doing this right now, like just playing Plants vs Zombies. Like right now, that this is just kind of... It's just kind of the thing just kind of feels right, you know. But again, eventually I'll do the champ plays insert game, where I play a game, and then, Civ and Gov. Which is where I talk about government, politics, while playing Civ. Which, talking, as additional explanation, as I'm... And then, additional information regarding the Civ and Gov. Will be that there will be two parts. The first half will be me as like a normal guy talking about politics, is like somebody who like what I would do, how I would change things, is like if I was elected, is mayor or governor, or senator, like senator or whatever. Oh, and then you have the sillier, crazier half, where I talk about as Alpha Hannibal. Oh, how I would, like, if I was an absolute monarch, like, I have absolute power, what I would do. Oh, which we'll usually be talking about the exact same situations, just with a little bit different accent, like. Because me and my two, again, I think I mentioned this during the Civ, during the time when I played Civ and recorded that. About how me and my two friends, and like two of my friends, created the scenario, like a scenario in which we took over the government and what we were doing. Like, it's like half serious and half silly. But like, half of it is just like absolute nonsense that you would expect from people like us to come up with, and the other half is like genuinely what would we do, like how would we improve the country, you know. Hmm. 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 Okay, that's good. Hmm. Oh, So that's gonna kind of be how that would work. But that may be a few days until that happens. Until you see any of that, because you gotta have to be in the right mood, you know. Like it's a lot easier to be in the right mood for this. Well, just like playing a game and kind of talking. But getting in the mood to like talk politics and whatnot, you kind of have to be in the right, have like the right mood, right, the right feel. Mm. And let's see the pinata event, and then we'll call it a day. Hopefully it doesn't suck as much as last time. What's with this music? Okay, this makes no sense, and I hate this. Mm. But let's check the costumes because I like the costumes they got. So let's see. Any ones I'm interested in right now? Not really. No, I'm in, like interest me that much right now. So we'll call that a day, and let's say see ya next time I do this.